Hey guys, it's Willie B. Welcome back to video number 2. Check this out. I don't know if you can see it through the reflection in the mirror, but there's the pool, and I am in downtown Bangkok, Thailand. Yeah, you can't probably see it through the reflection, but you'll see plenty of it here in a bit. So listen, I thought January 2nd was going to be one of the best days or happiest days of my life. And turns out it was pretty sad, man. I actually cried more than I hate to admit this, but I cried more than I have since in like a year or two, since like the death of a family member. But I'll get to that here in a second. But yeah, out here in Bangkok, Thailand, having a great time so far. Honestly, finally just got rested up. It's a long journey, probably the longest flights I've ever had to get somewhere. Never been to Asia before. Excited to be here. I'll share my first impressions, but let me back it up real quick. So on 7/20, I got married in Vegas. I did it big. We went to Caesar's Palace, had the after party, went to Absinthe, show I recommend, the Sphere, Cabanas, and I met the woman that, I've been through a lot of women. So I'm red pilled, all that stuff. But dude, when you finally meet the right woman, like I didn't even know love existed like this till I met her. So we did it in July because that was the only time my sisters could make it. So, and it's kind of been a busy season for me work-wise, and, January is a little bit more lax for me. So we actually plan to do a honeymoon starting January 2nd, and then I plan the entire thing, and my wife, or my girlfriend at the time, she would always plan the trips. I'm like, hey, let's go to Telluride. She'd find the right spot, close to the slopes, we could just, hop right on the slopes, stuff like that. So she's usually the one, like I say where we're going, and then she kind of plans all the details, which is great. I love it. Lets me focus on things I need to focus on. But the deal is, I planned this entire trip. I wanted to do this for her because, she's the one usually planning everything. So I planned every ounce of this trip. So, and you'll see where we go. We're going to some pretty awesome places that I think are awesome. All the best spots. I could go literally anywhere in the world I wanted to go, and I chose here and a list of different places we're going to next. But so here, back it up to January 2nd. And by the way, I recorded something in the Seattle airport in the international terminal, but dude, it was it was so loud in there. There was people surrounding me speaking a bunch of different languages. The intercom would come on in English, make an announcement, then to make it in, Chinese or something. I don't even know, just a bunch of different languages. It was just, the audio is unusable. So I'm re-recording this for you guys. So it's a little late. I think today is like the 4th. I don't even know. I got to check in Thailand time. We're 14 hours ahead. But so I planned this trip, about a month after the wedding, and I've been looking forward to this for the last 5 months heavily, right? Because when you meet the person you want to spend the rest of your life with, it's like you want to go hang out with them. You want to have this experience, this memory, and all that stuff. So I planned this amazing trip. Really took my time. Did some research, which I don't always do the most research, but I did all the research and set it all up. And we've been packed. She's been packed for a while. We've had her passports and like a little toolbox and everything just ready to rock. And then that morning, I'll take you through the beginning of January 2nd. Not that you care that much, but I'll just run you through it. So anyway, I wake up, workout, I have a badass workout. I come home. My wife makes these amazing brisket tacos. I don't even know what chorizo tacos. I don't even know what they are. I think it was chorizo, but they're great. And then we had an appointment at the hospital. Everything's fine. I'll go into that maybe some other time. But yeah, everything's good. And then she had her passport with her at the hospital, and I literally freak out. Because I went to Europe one time and I lost my passport like 12 hours before the flight, and I eventually found it, but I had to tear up my entire apartment. Turns out I literally threw it away and I found it at the bottom of the trash. I know it's really dumb. So, but I've had that anxiety. I know what it's like to not have everything ready to go. So I literally flip out on her, which I, kind of felt bad about, but at the same time I didn't, because I was like, why did you take it out of the toolbox? We're not, we're not going. And anyway, she was like, yeah, we're just going home. And she had everything in there, like her ID, her wallet, all this stuff. And then, so we finished with the hospital, and we got 2.5 hours or something to the flight, till we leave to go to the flight at that point, to come over here to Thailand. And then I would get a notification while I'm at the hospital. It's like, hey, my brand new snowboard's in. I know. Why am I crying? I get a brand new snowboard. So I've never got a snowboard before. It's my first one. I'm excited about it. You'll definitely get to see me, fall a bunch of times. Pretty decent skier in the last couple years. I'm originally from the beach, grew up And then my adult life was in Texas. Most of my 20s and early 30s is in Texas. So last couple years, I've really picked up, the mountain stuff in Colorado. I did the Icon Pass 2 years ago, Epic Pass last year, and then this year I've kind of been going everywhere that's not on the pass because we're kind of spending a lot of time in Thailand and stuff like that. So I've been to like Loveland and Granby Ranch. And anyway, I digress. So we pick up the snowboard, so she has her passport at the hospital in the room. I'm flipping out. And then all we do is go to the car. Then we go downtown to Evo in Denver. I ordered it online, my snowboard. I'll show it to you guys later. Who knows if I got the right one or not. I just bought it online, but I think it's pretty badass. I got the step-ons, boots, I think Burton, I don't know. And then I got Travis Rice Pro, snowboard. So I didn't even know who that was, but he's snowboards down avalanches and stuff. So I just thought it looked cool. So I bought that one too. So that's what I ended up getting. Let me know if I got the wrong one. I need to return it or something, but I don't know, it looked cool. I just trust my instincts and I got it. So I picked that snowboard up, just literally ran in the store. So we're about an hour and 15 minutes to go. So it's on the way back. We drive to Evo and we kind of do like if you've been to downtown Denver, it sucks. They need to revamp that place. But so basically I go down and then we kind of do a Chinese fire drill in the truck because I just kind of run in, get my snowboard, go. We're going to Thailand. And shout out to the cool guys at Evo that literally let me cut the line because we're like kind of running a little tight on time because it was a huge line when I got in there. That place is bumping just because it's ski season and who knows. So they also actually turned me on to mountain biking. They're like, dude, you got a mountain bike. It's awesome. A couple of the guys in line were in mountain bikers and stuff like that. So that's something I haven't done in Colorado yet. I'm usually busier around that time, but I'd like to try that and pick that up. Anything that's a good workout, that's fun at the same time, I'm down to try for sure. So I do that. I throw the stuff in the car, the snowboard and stuff, and then we're driving, literally going to get some quick Korean barbecue and then literally head right to the airport. And as we're driving, right before we get home and, to the Korean barbecue spot, it's a little super fast spot we go to from time to time. And then my wife says, oh my God, I don't have my passport, and literally chills shot down my spine. I start going into panic mode. And then looking through everything, like the car. I was like, did you drop it, this, that? We literally backtracked to Evo where we did the Chinese fire drill. It's not there, maybe if it fell out down there, some homeless person picked it up. She had like $70 in there and who knows. And then we backtracked to the hospital, try to go up there and find it real quick. And we're out of time. We got to go to the airport now. And it's not at the hospital either. And dude, I'm just so bummed. And I feel so bad because I'm getting mad at her. And, she feels terrible about herself for losing it, especially because I had that stint in the morning, I was like, why don't you just leave it in the toolbox? And, I bet she'll never do that again. So then we're forced with the decision. It's hey, the tickets, and I've already paid for, majority of the trip, not all of it, but a lot of it. And it's a lot of different places. So she's like, go. And it's oh God. And if you've ever gotten a passport before, it takes, I got an expedited passport before, and dude, it took 2-3 weeks or something like that. I'm going to say closer to 3. And so it's not a quick process, not easy to get, especially if you don't have your ID. I mean, you don't have cards, shouldn't have money, shouldn't have anything. And literally I was just thinking to myself, I'm ended up going on my own honeymoon by myself. I know there's bigger problems in the world, and all that stuff. The only person I told was my mom, and I was just so bummed. She's trying to make me feel better. And when you're in a situation like that, something Tony Robbins says, it's to help you reframe the situation that I thought about. It's just hey, well, what's great about that? I don't know. There's not too much, but I listed about 5 different things. I won't kind of cover them all for the sake of time in this video. But, she'll be safe. Hey, I won't have any excuses not to make these videos for you guys and for myself. And there's a number of things I listed off, but at the end of the day, dude, it's you're going to your honeymoon, you want to go with your significant other. And yeah, it was a bummer, man. It was just devastating. I'm not going to lie to you, and then so I get on the plane, or actually I get to the airport, we have to say goodbye, and I'm literally just bawling because, I've been anticipating going on this trip with her for literally the last 5 months. I planned it out. I just want to have, good memories, and I don't want to be that couple that just never goes on a honeymoon because I feel like most people just never do it, but I want the memories, and all that stuff. So anyway, so yeah, she's crying. She feels absolutely awful, as you can imagine. I feel awful too. I mean, it's just it just sucks because it's like the one thing you can't lose is the passport. And then so I'm like Googling on the way to the airport. I'm like Googling like how to get a passport. And there's so much crap on the internet these days, guys. It's just like you don't know what to believe, what not. It was like, hey, get in 3 days. You click on it. It's like, oh, it's expedited passport. It's like 3 weeks. And it's like by the time you get that, dude, it's like vacation's like pretty much over. So, and this tip might help anybody that, you know, loses a passport last second as well. But I go to the Alaskan Airlines lady because that's kind of where we flew through. And then I'm like she's like, do you have your second person here with you? Because you bought 2 tickets. And I'm just like, I don't know. I just said goodbye to my wife. I'm literally like tears down my eyes and stuff like that. You know, and I don't cry a lot. But there was one lady that on the way back, I got to give her a shout out or give her some money or buy her something on the way back. Because she recommended this place that apparently she said there's only 5 places. I don't know if this is true. I haven't backed it up, but or done the research. But she said there's 5 places in the country that do same day passports. And I was like, I've never even heard about that. I mean, I've never needed to use it, so I don't really know about it. And then turns out Aurora, Colorado is one. My sister sent me a link that DC does it, Little Rock does it. I don't, you know, but so my girl doesn't have her ID. She doesn't have, you know, she lost her driver's license in there. She didn't even have cards. She has no money. I forgot to leave her with a bunch of money. I mean, she has money in her bank account, but I didn't even think about that. We're just kind of literally rushed to go. So the whole time I'm flying, I'm like, oh my God, I'm just like, I don't know how to move myself. I mean, I'm in Thailand, so like, you know, I still have a good time and all that. But I was just, and in my mind, I just got my expectations up with her and all that stuff. And dude, it was a tough day, man. And I recorded this video in the Seattle airport, and it's too loud. You can't hear anything. So I wanted to re-record the day number 2, but I just found out now that she got a passport the very next day issued, and she didn't have an ID or anything. So if you ever need one, you know, you can get one in Aurora, Colorado. I think it was called the Colorado Passport Agency, if I believe, but it's literally in Aurora. And thank God we live there. If we lived literally anywhere else other than those 5 places, like we'd probably be screwed right now, and she wouldn't be able to come on the trip. So I'm in Thailand. She's not, but she is coming. She just texted me. She boarded a plane to, you know, LAX, so she'll be here tomorrow in Thailand time. So, man, talk about a relief. And it's I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I really am to see her. We're gonna have a great time here in Thailand. But just wanted to kind of share the video too. This is not how I anticipated the video number 2 going. I thought it was like gonna be awesome. It's like we're going to Thailand. It's the honeymoon, you know. And that's kind of why I wanted to start this, because, you know, I'm not having to do as much work, so I can get these videos in, kind of create that habit and all that. But yeah, she's coming, guys. I'm pumped, man. I really am. So she's coming tomorrow. Thanks for listening. I'm gonna give my first impressions of Asia on the next video here right now. I'm gonna catch up real quick. But yeah, I'm in Bangkok, Thailand. So first time ever in Asia, and so far so good, man. So far so good. But I'll kind of share my first impressions on the next video. But that's kind of what happened to me on January 2nd, man. It was a doozy, a roller coaster of emotions for sure. But you know, when you go on your honeymoon, you just want to kind of hang out with your wife and have a good time. So I'm excited, and can't wait to see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you on video number 3 next. Later.